Hello everybody and welcome back to my Let's Play of Star Ruler 2. We are picking up where we left off in the last episode. We've got a few planets we want to colonize, and we've just cleared out this cluster of three systems here. Um, so we'll continue on, and we're starting to get some major exploration going on. So we've got some more water here with defense pressure bonus. We got some jewelry, which gives us 5 money and 2 influence pressure, which is pretty nice actually. Um, this resource gives half its pressure, but requires 1 fewer tier 1 resource to level. That's interesting. Anyway, there's also a barren one here that is completely worthless to us. What else do we have going on? There's food. Ooh, there's another super carbon over here. That could be good to grab to build a massive industry world. There's a proper jewelry over here that's on its own. Iron. Iron will be really nice. Looks like there's a fair amount of deposits of iron, so we definitely want that. Unobtainium is excellent because you can't you can't export unobtainium, but you can turn it into any other resource you have. So let's say we wanted this jewelry, but we didn't want to deal with a sparse resource, and we didn't have this jewelry over here. We could use unobtainium to convert into jewelry. So that is potentially handy. Lots of food and water over here. Psionic reagents. So planet that this goes through can't lose loyalty, and it's got 7 influence pressure, so that's really nice. What's this? Degenerate matter, 7 research, very nice. We've also discovered this wormhole here, and that is a link to the other galaxy. So you need wormhole. Well, you can try and travel that far, but it's going to take you ages. So you really do need to want to find and control those wormholes. We've got more exploration over here. Oh, we have found a level 3, which provides Illithium, which provides 16 influence, and it doubles the pressure provided by level 0 resources on the consuming planet. So that sounds interesting. Not quite sure. We'd have to investigate that. We've got textiles here with wealth pressure. Planets with something like native fish would be excellent to colonize because we don't need a food planet to use it. And we've got full rate, adds 4 additional pressure to the consuming planet's native resource, very handy. Coal, which provides energy, also very handy. Phosphate. This one. It's a little bit different. Increases fleet strength in allied systems by a percentage. So based on the level of this world, it increases the strength of your fleets. So this one will be fantastic for a core world as well, because core worlds you want to level up as high as possible, right? So by using one of these as your foundation world, that lets you get it up to as high a level as you want, and you just build your empire around that. So I think we might also make this a core world too. Local asteroid field, civil labor generation increase 50%. That's cool. Anyway, how are we doing on colonizing? Alright, so this thing is still waiting. So we're still waiting on water and 2 food. So this food here is getting colonized at the moment. I've got a trade link as well. There we go. Okay, so that one's done, and it's now exporting its food. We've probably got people on the way here now as well. Yes, yes. So we've got people heading to this world for fish for the second food. And after that, we're probably going to get people heading out to this water. And that will set us up for tier 2 on base stack 3. All right. How are we doing? Let's grab an energy clash, and we'll grab this named planet as well. There we go. Energy clashes are extremely handy because eventually you'll end up having huge amounts of energy, and that way you'll be able to play lots of those. Um, oh, we've got a Zeitgeist. Progress. 50% of all energy generation on planets and by civil instruction converted to research generation instead. Could be handy. The most supportive empire will receive a bonus +3 research per second, and the opposing empire will receive 800 energy. I kind of like. I think being supportive might be worth it on this one. Let's try. But we don't have any influence to play any of these, so yeah. We'll leave it alone until we get a bigger foundation. All right, how are we doing? Food planet is done, so now we just need to wait for the water planet to be colonized. Almost there. We'll speed it back up to 1.5 as well. We'll also scan this debris field. And done. All right. We have fully established colony. Now we are just waiting for population to climb up. And then we will have ourselves a manufacturing capital. What I'll do as well is... Oh, we'll have to wait for this to come through. Our biggest problem at the moment is that our budget is very, very small because with all this colonization, you notice here income, because these are level 0 planets, they will consume 80,000, right? This one's producing a little bit of money, and this one's producing a little money because this one's a level 1, and this one is a level 1 as well. But this one only has one population at the moment, so it's effectively a level 0. So we need to wait for it to actually build up, so it will start making us money instead of costing money. So, oh, we have made contact with the Nili Hive. How nice. Alright, so we've got a pressure alert here. So it's over pressure capacity. That's, of course, because we have absolutely huge imported pressure from other things. So we have 2 imported influence, 3 imported research, and that's from this thing. So we're getting 3 pressure imported from chemicals, and we've also got 1 influence from this one and 1 influence from this one. So the 2 tropical paradises are providing influence pressure, right? But we only have 2 pressure capacity. Okay, so we've got 1 active pressure of influence and nothing from research, and we have 5 imported pressure in total, right? We've got 2 media centers actually. Oh, this one's being built. So we should see influence now jump to 2. There we go. So now we have 2 influence, and that's coming in. Now that we have some influence as well, you want research to be a primary thing on here if you can, because with influence, you're gaining points per minute, but ultimately, you can't go over too far. So you want to get research as well. And we're now actually producing research as well. So you can see this university here, because our pressure capacity has gone up to 5. We're now starting to use up that research pressure as well. So that is how we do at the moment. So we're just waiting for the population to climb up so we can get it up to level 3 world. Once we get to level 3 world, then we should see that our pressure jumps by another 12 points towards labor. Once this planet starts producing the hydrocarbons, I think it was. Yeah, something like that. But you can see now we've got a 2nd university and we've got a 3rd university under construction, and that will give us research points as well. Just in the meantime, what we'll do is... Oh, we don't have any labor at the moment. Let's go to our other world, which is this one. This one here, this here, right? Constructed dry dock. So let's say that well, it used to be too expensive, but back when the battleship was too expensive, right? Because you get inefficiency when you borrow ahead, what you can do is you can build a dry dock. Okay, a dry dock increases the cost by 25%, but it allows you to build absolutely colossal ships in portions, right? So, for example, you can put 100,000 of your budget into that ship every cycle, and then slowly put out like a 1,000,000 credit ship for over 10 turns or 30 minutes, right? So you can build colossal ships using dry docks over long periods of time without necessarily it's level 3. And as you can see, total imported pressure, it counts as imported even though it's coming from itself. The pressure has jumped, so we now have 12 pressure towards labor, which is going to make this a really nice labor world. But yeah, so with the dry dock, it allows you to build huge ships that you would not be able to build in a short amount of time over a longer period. How are we doing? Well, let's grab this negotiate. That's a very good negotiate. Patriotic Surge, what does that give us? Restores 5 loyalty and creates 25 labor worth of defense ships. That's not bad. And this would actually create 75 labor. That's nice. I like that one. We'll also name our planet here, so we'll call it Westerland. And we will... Actually, no, we'll name it something... What should we call it? We need something industrially, I think. Let's call it Hydros, since it's producing hydrocarbons. There we go. There. And that's given us a little bit more population and much nicer setup. This negotiate, I want this negotiate if it gets across a little bit. Favors is interesting. After purchasing this, you immediately gain 1 completely random action. And this action does not cost influence to purchase, but takes money. So instead of costing influence, it costs 400,000. So we'll buy this, well, 300,000 because we've got moved across. And I think we've got to negotiate. A small negotiate. So that's not bad. Zeitgeist power. I don't really care too much about Zeitgeist at the moment. And it looks like we found the Oko. Can I get this negotiate yet? No, not yet. We should be able to get it probably once it cycles through. We can also start doing research. So business, we'll do business. And we'll do armoring. We can almost get it. There we go. So now we're doing business and armoring. So armoring will increase armor health by 15%, which makes our armored ships tougher. And business will add an extra 150,000 budget, which is fantastic. We'll wait for some more research to build up. This could be useful. As could this. I will queue up the bulkhead because it's a very useful piece of ship component. All right, how are we doing? Well, I'll grab this negotiate because it's 1, so it's super cheap. The other thing that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to enable influence peddling, and this will let you see the cards that are actually available for purchase at the moment. I will also activate military flagships, so we can see our military fleets. All right. Okay, so we have our supercarbons. What's next? Well, we got more supercarbons here, and I do want to claim that, but very importantly, where was it? We had that really nice planet with the really... This thing, full rate. No, is it? Was it full rate? No, it wasn't. It was... Oh, we've got some FTL crystals here, which is okay. Where was... We want to take this one so we can make this an influence core world. So this one is actually really, really good, all right? So influence generation on this planet is increased by a percentage based on the planet level, right? So any influence that this planet generates is already increased on top. And then in addition to that, the cost of purchasing diplomacy cards further into the stack is reduced by up to influence, right? So basically, if we get this to level 2, I think it is, that will get us 1. So this one will be reduced by 1 cost. And I think the later cards will get reduced. On top of that, if the planet is level 4, then this planet gains the ability to purchase name flagship and annex planet cards at will, which means we can name all of our flagships and we can annex all the planets. And if we get it up to level 5, then the cost of playing cards into a vote is reduced by up to 3 influence. So for the influence game and the diplomacy game, this planet is crucial, or specifically this resource, the Elondium, is absolutely crucial. So we definitely want to claim that one. Are there any other unique resources that we have? Well, there's drugs, can replace any single resource requirement once per planet. That sounds awesome. Sounds amazing. We got Aerite, which is unique and it produces 10 research pressure, so we definitely want that. Now this is getting a little bit too close to the galactic core, so I'm not too excited about getting in there. But what do we want? Well, we do want iron, and we want this jewelry, and we want to claim this wormhole. So I think the next step is going to be to get this jewelry planet. We've got psionic reagents as well, but I do want to find where is hydroconductors. Increases all labor generation and consumer power. Okay, we need this one. It's a level 3, but we need it. God, where is that thing? I think it was around here somewhere. Explosives, textiles, no. Nope, I can't find it at all. Oh, here it is. Phosphate. Okay. So we'll go for phosphate first. So we'll go and colonize Yate 3 for phosphate. And we'll start it up. And we'll set up order imports once it's actually colonized. We won't do it just this second. How are we doing? We've got 11, we got 21 research, we've got 21 pressure capacity. So we are 4 short. I will grab this one for the iron. And I will queue and export to Hydros. And this is so that the construction speed of support chips is reduced by 30%, which would be great. We've got an espionage probe and a planet generator. That could be useful. So these are artifacts. They cost. You can activate them with energy, and then they will do things, whatever they do. Each artifact has certain effects. All right. What else do we need? We do want this one for the supercarbons as well, but that's in our territory already. We definitely want coal. Yeah, definitely want coal. Not yet. Doubles the pressure provided by level 0 resource. You know what? We want this selenium. Yeah, we want the selenium. This is actually brilliant. Watch this. So selenium gives us 16 influence pressure, right? And over here in Elondium, we get further influence generation. So if we can colonize both of these worlds, we are going to have a splendid influence game. Yep, we can afford that. We'll grab those two. We'll grab that. We might. No, we can't. We can't afford to buy that one yet. All right. We might need to get our carrier to go and protect Yate. And we'll actually get it to hyperdrive over there. Because I'm pretty sure there's going to be precursor ships. And boom, away we go. So you can see how much faster it's actually traveling now that it's in hyperdrive mode. You can't stop it though, so you need to be careful. If you jump in and then suddenly it turns into a bad idea, you're on your own. Influence. Investigate. Okay, do we have any hostiles? No, we do not. Do we have any hostiles down here? Well, we can activate this orbital frame constructor. That's useful. And we can also activate a command computer, which increases the target fleet support capacity by 300. You know what? I think I like that. We will activate... we can't do it. Okay. Yeah, so these are territories, right? So this is one territory, that's another territory, and that's another territory. So where all the blue stuff is our empire territory. But yeah, we'll cover that later. So we're working coal. So we're colonizing this coal. And okay, so we've got Yate. So fleet strength in allied systems is now has a 5% boost. Not bad. We'll upgrade this one later on. For now, though, we are going to... Okay, so we got this coal. We want to increase the labor structure, so we're going to export this coal to Hydros. We will need to colonize this, so we'll actually set this up for colonization. That will create a link, because you have to keep in mind that trade routes only work through your territory, so you can't trade across an indefinite region. Do we have hostiles here? No, we do not. They're fine, and these guys are doing fine as well. All right, good, good, good. We will need to do some colonization. We're going to have to colonize through these systems, I think. So what I'll do is... I don't really want this jewelry because of the sparse resource, but I do want this water. And we got this iron. And we'll get the supercarbons, the food, the water. We'll get this water and these foods as well. Okay. And then this food and this food. Might as well grab these sonic reagents. We also need this water, this food, and we'll save the nil and wheat for later. So that's a lot of colonization, but we should be fine. And we now have the trade route for this coal, which is good. But you'll notice that our budget is rapidly falling, and we're actually in the negatives at the moment. So we're going to have to do something about that shortly. All right, so we've got this thing automatically, looks like it's automatically set to import, right? So this is our planet overview. Okay, so we've got food, and we've got our level 3 planet with the influence, but we want this planet to export. Whoa, no, 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 no. Unlink, unlink, unlink. We want this planet to export here. We don't want this planet to export at all. Stop it. Okay. We want this one to be using its own hydrocarbons. We don't want it to be exporting hydrocarbons up here. Um, Probably because it needs a level 2. That's probably why it's grabbed it. So we want this food. Okay, what's this one doing? What's this one doing at the moment? Let's go have a look. So, okay, so we're waiting for this one to finish, um, to grow population. So let's wait for this to grow population. And once the population has grown, we'll have a little bit more income. We're probably expanding a little bit too fast for comfort, though. But it's fine. We do have hostile contact, so we'll go and attack that because it's going to be intercepting our maybe. But either way, we don't want him to be hanging around in our territory. 3 attached riders. Yeah, might as well. And leverage over the Nili Hive. We'll grab that. Profiteering is the opposite of the other money one, where you spend influence to get money on your budget. So probably actually bought it a little bit early, but oh well. So now we actually have a positive budget for the moment. What's interesting about one-time sources, such as profiteering, is that profiteering doesn't go into your thing. It just gets taken off the budget. So if you have a negative budget for your next budget, then you do want to get things like profiteering. We need economics. That's special funds. But what do we need? We need more wealth. The next budget is over here. Okay. Well, let's focus on things. So let's get our weapon damage up. And we will also get metallurgy queued up as well. Metallurgy increases labor generation by factory buildings by 2. Now, we don't have very many factory buildings at the moment, but we will eventually use them. So it will be rather useful. And we got combat imminent. Oh, here we go. All right, so we ended up scanning this debris field, and we have a choice. So we could add 1 FTL generation per second permanently, or we could add 500 FTL storage. Now, FTL generation is okay, but I like the 500 storage. It's really nice. The other issue is, though, that adding FTL storage is easy. Adding FTL generation is not. So we'll add FTL generation because storage we can always add later on. There we go, and now we have 2, and now the debris field is gone. Okay, so we'll let this combat take place. And you can see that our budget is slowly climbing back up to positive values at the moment as the population recovers from the colonization efforts. But our fleet is getting quite hurt. We'll have to restock it as soon as we can. We'll activate the command module, and that's given us the additional support capacity as well. What I'll do is I'll wait until we get this sorted out first, actually. Alright, their capital ship is dead, so this is basically just a mop up. And we'll go and pick up this energy cache as well. Ships will fight as they move if you order them to. So that's good. And we can see that we now have some energy generation too, which is great. And that'll be coming from various level 0. Yeah. Why not? Okay. Let's go have a look at our planet. So we have a bunch of level 0 planets that we need to take care of. So this one here is set to export here because we need the influence bonus. What we need is we need to sort it out. So what does it want right now? All right. So for level 2, it needs a tier 1 resource. Okay, we can do that. Do we have any tier 1 resources ready? We do not. Okay, so we need a tier 1 resource that we can export over here. Doesn't really matter what it is. Not plastics, I think, because plastics we can use to buff up our influence core over here. But we need a tier 1 resource, and I think we will do explosives. Yeah, let's do explosives. Alright, so we're going to buff this up, or get it colonized. I'm pretty sure we have plenty of... Actually, I'll set this food and set colonization. So that will queue that food, and we also need water, which we will ship from here. You don't necessarily want to ship from too far away. It doesn't make too much of an impact, but it's going to be a lot easier to get those resources cut off. We don't want this food or this water shipping because we want it to come in from over here instead, which is a little bit closer. Sure, we have to colonize it, but oh well. It'll be fine. Oh, negotiate. Grab that. Name system. You get a 20% efficiency and combat strength boost in fighting in a system you've named. It's okay for defensive wars, but not really for anything else. Okay, so this one's colonized with level 0. This one's getting colonized for the food. And we've got colony ships coming down. Oh, must be close to the planet. Oh, we've got an exoplanet. For 900 energy, we can terraform it into a planet of our choice. That's cool. But for now, we'll just get this water first. How's diplomacy doing? Okay, we got these guys. What's interesting is we seem to have found that all of our guys here. Oh no, they're expanding into the other galaxy too. Oh well. We'll focus on conquering our current galaxy first. Yeah, we'll grab this negotiate. We're just waiting for the water to get colonized, and it shouldn't be much longer. And we will queue... no, can't click on it. That's fine. Alright, so where do the explosives go? Here they are. We will attach it to this one. So as soon as the two population... Okay, so it doesn't need the 3 billion, it just needs 2. That's fine. Means we get a little bit less money because the population is lower, but it's fine. Alright, so once we get this planet should be able to upgrade. So we're just waiting for explosives to... And you can see here that this base here is now generating. With this, you do need to make sure that you are actually actively using it. So we're going to start using defense here. And this is another one of our big worlds, so we're going to start using defense here. We definitely need to start using defense here. And we're going to start using defense here. Now, and what will happen is, right, so with planets, Planets also get their own support fleets, right? And defense allows you to basically get free for and the planets themselves will start getting free defense ships that they will have, right? So you can organize defense fleets for your systems. Bureaucracy. Ooh, this is a very, very powerful card. What it does, right, is it requires an upkeep of 20%. All right. So 20% of your total influence generation is consumed by bureaucracy. But whenever an empire starts a vote or a persistent effect, like see this investigation of me, I will gain leverage. I will gain a free leverage card against them. So this is extremely powerful. We missed a vote for investigation. Oh well, it's fine. So we're going to wait for our 6th influence point, and then we're going to buy bureaucracy. Or we're going to activate bureaucracy. We'll wait for that to come through. Alright, how are we doing on planets now? Alright, so explosives is done, and now we are... I think it's already grabbed food. It's got native fish, which is extremely handy. So we're now waiting for just this to upgrade to level 2, so we're waiting for population growth, which is fine. Is this... This is going to be one of our core worlds, so that can stay where it is. We've got plenty of food and water that we need as well, which is fine. How are we doing? All right, so now we need the level 2 resource for our... so that we can start producing the illinium. Okay, so we need a level 2 resource. Well, we got natural gas, but that's a level 1. We'll pause and have a look around. And we're looking for level 2 resources. Here we go. Psionic reagents. But that's influence pressure. We want to save that one for the other thing. So let's look what else we can find. We're looking for level 2, level 2, level 2, level 2. Jewelry. Perfect. And I think we'll actually use this one because it's half pressure. We don't really care about it too much. So we're going to colonize this jewelry planet. Perfect. And we can activate our bureaucracy as well. There we go. Good. So we're going to start building up leverage cards. Leverage cards are awesome because they're free and they have relatively decent weight, but they can only be played if against another faction. Okay, so it is important to keep that in mind. All right, so we've got jewelry getting colonized. We'll wait for the colony ships to show up. Do we have any hostiles anywhere? No? Good. We can probably do a little bit more research as well. So, what do we want? What do we want? Well, there's ionization, which increases your base energy income by 1.5. That's cool, but it costs 1,000 research. Or alternatively, we can get ballistics. Maybe not. Let's focus on development for now. Okay, so we'll grab development. Next up on here is economics, which gives you just 500 extra bonus funds. We'll save that. We can't grab energy clash. We'll get energy clash later. Or we'll get something similar later. And I've just checked time and it's gone way over. Alright, so I'll put a break in the episode now. We'll continue colonizing and grabbing and getting that level 3 so we can basically own the influence game, which will be great. But for now, put a cut in the episode. So hope you're enjoying it. Do like and subscribe as you will, and I will see you in the next episode.